Section 10.3 is on pensions. We have a lot of definitions for this section. The first is deferred compensation. This is money that is given or received at a later date. So an example would be a pension. We have defined benefit plan. This is an employee pension benefits. They are calculated using a formula. Vested means that you have rights to receive benefits for your years of service working at a certain place. Single life annuity. This offers retiree a fixed monthly income until death. Qualified joint and survivor annuity. This offers your spouse to receive a reduced rate. If you were to pass away, your spouse would still receive a reduced rate until they died. Lump sum payment. This is all money owed to you, paid once with no further payment. Flat benefit formula. This is a fixed monthly pension based on your years of service. Career average formula. This pays a pension based on a fixed percentage of your average earnings. And final average formula. This pays pensions based on a fixed percentage of your average earnings over a certain number of years. Pension benefit guaranteed. This is a federal government agency that insures pensions. Cost of living, or COLA. This is a small increase to retiree benefits based on the CPI, which is your Consumer Price Index, which is your next term. This is the cost of living index. So every year the cost of living may go up a little bit, and then the formula is adjusted. If you need to pause for definitions or rewind, please do so. Question number 1. Pete is retiring after working 27 years at a major bank. The company offers him a flat monthly retirement benefit of $55 for each year of service. What will his monthly pension be? So 55 times 27 gives you a monthly amount of $1,485 per month. Okay. Integrated Technologies offers employees a flat pension plan, which is a predetermined dollar amount. Multiplier is multiplied by the number of years of service to determine the monthly pension benefits using the schedule shown below. Okay, he worked there 22 years. Al has decided to retire. He has been told there will be a 2.2% cost of living adjustment, which will yield a higher benefit. Calculating the COLA on the multiplier or calculating the COLA on the monthly benefit table. So first off, we are going to use our COLA. Okay, our COLA was 2.2%. Okay, and he has worked there 22 years, so we are going to look at this row right here, and that is $45 as your multiplier. So 45 times 100% plus 2.2% gives you a 102.2%. As a decimal would be 1.022. When you multiply that out, you'll get $45.99. Okay, so 22 times 45.99 gives you a 1,111.78 per month. That's using your COLA. Now, if you were to use your multiplier instead of that, 22 times 45 gives you 990. Okay. And then 990 times 1.022 gives you a value of 1,011.78. So you'll notice that these are exactly the same. Okay, so the formulas purposely give you the same amount. Number 3, the Morningstar offers employees 1.65% of the average of their last 3 years of annual compensation for each year of service. Ramon began working for the Morningstar in 1988. He retired in 2010. In 2008, he made $76,000 per year. So we are going to start off with $76,000. Okay. He received a 3% salary increase each year until he retired. So 2008, he made $76,000. We multiply by that by 103%, okay, or 1.03, which gives us $78,280. So that's what he made in 2009. Multiply that again by 1.03 because you're adding on 3% to your original amount. So 103% gives you a 80,000. 28. Okay, in 2010. So here is 08, here's 09, and here is 10. Okay, now to average those out, we would add all three of them up and divide by 3. So your average is going to be 78,302.80. That's your average. Okay, because he said that they get 1.65% of the average. Okay, so he worked 22 years. Okay, so 1988 to 2010 is 22 years, times 1.65% for each year of service, gives you a percentage of 36.3%. We are going to multiply the 36.3% by our average salary. So 78,302.80 times 36.3% as a decimal is 0.363, which gives you a annual retirement of $284,23.92. So $28,423.92. Number 4. Grant's employer offers a pension plan that calculates the annual pension as a product of the final average salary, which is the number of years of service, and a 2% multiplier. His employer used a graded 5-year vesting formula as shown. Grant's starting salary with the company 4 years ago was $80,000. Each year he received a 2.5% raise. After 4 years, Grant leaves his job. How much pension will he receive? Okay. So we started with 80,000. Okay. And then each year he gets a 2.5% raise. So we are going to multiply this by 102.5%, which is 1.025. Okay. When you multiply that, you'll get your next year would be 82,000. Multiply it again, you'll get 84,050. Multiply it again because we have 4 years he worked there. We'll get 86,151.25. So after his 4th year, he made 86,151.25. We have to find the average. So here we have 4 salaries. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add them up. Divide it by 4, so your average would be $83,050.31. That's your average. Okay. Now the formula, which is explained in the top part, takes your average times your years, which is 4, times a 2% multiplier, which is 0.02. Okay, so that number would be 6,644.02. Okay, and then in your table, your years of service would be 4, so your vesting percentage is 70%. So you're going to take that 6644.02 and multiply that by 0.70, which gives you a final value of 4650.81. Okay, so that's his pension amount. Number 5, Jamal's retiring after working 45 years for the same company. The company pays monthly retirement benefits of $35 for each year of service, less than 20 years. The benefits increase by 0.1% for each year of service beyond 20 years. What is Jamal's multiplier? So we're going to start off with our $35 for each year. and then we're going to add our percentage. So 100% plus 0.1% is 1.001. Okay, raise it to 25 years. Okay. And that gives us 35.89. Okay. What is his monthly income? So 45 years times your multiplier, which is 35.89, gives you an income of 161505. What is his annual income in retirement? Well, per month he's going to get 161505, and there are 12 months in a year, so times 12 gives you 19380.60. Okay. Number 6, Sarah works for City North Beck. The city calculates an employee's pension according to the following formula. Okay. So we're going to use all these parts here to figure out what our formula would be. Okay. Sarah's 3 highest annual salaries are $90,000, $92,000, $598, and $93,000. Calculate Sarah's monthly pension benefit for the nearest penny if she retires after 18 years. So first up, we got to find the average of these 3. So add up these 3 right here, divide it by 3. Your average would be 91,866. So 91,866. Okay. So that was step 1. Step 2 says determine the monthly average using the above amount. So we're going to divide this by 12 for your monthly average. Okay, that gave us 76,55,50. Okay, step 3 says subtract 600 from that amount. So minus 600. That gives us 70,055.50. Okay. Step 4 says multiply the result by 30%. So you're going to multiply this by 0.3. That gives us 2,116.65. Then the bullet says add $400 to that. So plus 400 gives you 25,1665. Then it says for each year of employment over 15 years, add 1% to the average monthly salary, not to exceed $100 for the year. Okay? So we are going to add on, so plus, okay, we're going to add on 1% to the average monthly salary, not to exceed $100. She worked there for 18 years. Okay? So we are going to add on 3 years because she worked 18 years. So there are 3 years over the 15. So you're going to add on 3%. So plus 0.03. Okay. Times her monthly salary, which is $76,5550 from above. That gives you a final amount using that big long formula of $2,746.32. Okay, Carmen is a teacher. All right, she made $60,000. She got a 2%, and she worked there for 15 years. So $60,000. And she got a cost of living, so you're going to multiply that by 1.02 because a 2% increase. Her next year she would make $61,200, and her third year, when you multiply again by 1.02, she would make $62,424. Okay, again, we add the 3 up and find the average. So the average would be $61,208. Okay, and then her multiplier would be the years of service, which is 15 times 2.12. Okay, gives you a multiplier of 31.8%. So you take your average, multiply it by 0.318, which is 31.8% as a decimal, which gives you 19,464.14. Okay, and then divide that by 12, gives you 16 $22.01 per month.